Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna do a recap of the trades that I took in the past 3 days. The trades that were based on the recent strategy that I shared. So instead of doing a trade recap every single day, I wanted to group them together, right? So I did for the first half of the week, I did videos about it, so you can check it. And today we're gonna do the past 3 days, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we're going to see what happened. And if you don't know the context, I shared a recent strategy on my channel, right, which is the 9:30 strategy, which is basically when 9:30 hit New York time, right, what you want to do is first of all determine the trend, bullish or bearish. Second, look for price to sweep a low or a high that is based on the trend, right, that you concluded from step 2 or step 1, and then step 3, take trade in that direction, right? When price sweeps a low, take it, look for price to violate something bearish and take a long position. That's it, right? So that's something that you can add to your arsenal again, or you can make it your whole strategy if you have, or if you want to spend less time on the chart. So let's not waste any time. Let's start with the first, or from today's trade, and I have a picture of the trade. I don't have access to my account right during the weekend, so I'm gonna show you the picture later of the trade. But here what happened. Again, what do you want to do? I'm gonna be very quick and brief about it, since this is an easy strategy anyone can understand. So what you want to do, first step is put a vertical line at 9:30 so you don't get lost. Second, the trend. Are we bullish or are we bearish? The first step, very important. So from here, you can see that we are in a bullish trend that has been, the trend shifted from here. If we zoom out, we can know why, because you can see that we have an expansion and then a pullback and then another expansion. So we are in an expansion leg, and you don't even have to look at all this, right? You can just look at the recent trend and continue from it. That's the simplest way to do it. So here what happened, we're looking for prices super low. So price traded to here after 9:30. So after 9:30 or just before 9:30, we're looking for prices super low, right? And we have this obvious low here, and we can see that we have pretty much the same pattern here. We have an expansion, and then we have some consolidation, and then this is the pullback, and then another expansion, right? So let me show you this zone from here. Things will be obvious. So always look to trade at extremities, don't get caught in this. So we have a beautiful run on a previous low. That's step 2 confirmed. Step 3, look for something bullish or bearish to get broken. This is a bit not clear here, but I put my buy stop here, right? So again, the strategy is based on the 9:30 volatility, meaning you are looking to participate in that. As you can see, not much volatility in this, although there was a valid setup, but not the best one, right? Because we want to that one push to the upside or one push to the downside, the displacement. But here I saw that this was the last move before the run of this low, right? So this is the run of this low. From this low on the candle to this high, this was the last move, the last up move, and then we traded here. So that could be a break or something like that, right? It doesn't look like it on the 1 minute, but it is on the lower time frames, right? But it is pretty much the same. So I put my buy stop here. Let me show you. And then my stop loss here. And then I put my TP just above this high, right? And then you can see that price came back to here to create equal lows with this, but this didn't happen actually on futures. But although if it happens, we are still putting our stop below the low here, so we would be still fine, right? But again, price didn't trade to here, and let me show you. So here you can see this is the 1 minute time frame. I took the screenshot at that time. Here's a sweep, and then I put my buy stop here. Again, this wasn't the best example because what you want to look for is that when price takes that high, that level of invalidation, usually what you're gonna see is price exploded upside, right? A directional move, and price was a bit choppy here. But this doesn't happen all the time. This when you have choppy price action at 9:30, it's like I don't know, maybe 20, maybe 10% of the time. Especially nowadays with NQ is very volatile. So as you can see, price didn't create equal lows here, so still be fine. Stop loss, and then price faded to the upside. It took the high, but it never returned back to the low here. So you can see, came back, and then we continue with the trend right here, and then later on came back to here and create another low. So this was on the PM session, right? Now let's go to the previous day, and we're gonna see something very similar, but still I didn't take the trade, and let me show you why. So again, same logic, guys. We're looking for step 1, determining the trend. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Here we are building an uptrend, so we're looking to continue that. If we zoom out for more context, right, you're gonna see pretty much the same that happened here, right? On Friday, we have an expansion, we have a pullback, and then we have another expansion. So we were part on the expansion here, same expansion, and then a pullback, and then another expansion. Beautiful. Here the same, you can see, expansion, pullback, expansion, right? So let's go back to here. So at 9:30, we have this push to the upside. We ignore it. We're looking for price to sweep a low. This was the low, the obvious low. Price came back to it. It took it, right? But the thing here, I need a level for price to violate in order for me to put my buy stop above. The only thing that I saw here was either this, the high, to be like a conservative approach, or this one to be an aggressive, to enter aggressively, right? But still, this is like 100 point or 88 point, 90 point stop loss, not for my taste. And also the entry would be way after 9:30. So basically you're not entering on that volatility. So that's the logic of the strategy, entering and taking a buy stop on that volatility, and you don't have to wait a lot for your TP or your stop loss. So the setup happened, but it happened later, right? So I didn't take this. All right, so let's move on to Wednesday, right? So not this one. Okay, Wednesday I got cooked, not gonna lie. So what happened is that I was wrong in the first step, which is the most important step, which is the direction. So here I was looking for trading to the downside, although I knew from my experience, and I believe that you all know that by now, that when you see this huge move to the downside because of news, it is usually 80% of the time it is followed by a pullback to balance these imbalances, right? You can go back to your chart, this happens all the time. But the thing that tricked me was this, right? The sweep happened on the high, right? This one right here. But unfortunately, the first step didn't validate this, right? We're looking for a sweep below a low in order for us to take price to the upside and balance all this, right? So I took an L here. Let me show you. So here you go. So what happened here is that the strategy did presented itself, but on the lower time frame. So it offered itself on the 15-second time frame or the 30-second, I don't recall, right? But and then this is the directional move that we're looking for, this right here. So and I took, I don't know how much from this. Yeah, it was 1.2 R, but I put more size into here. And then so between these two trades I'm up just a bit of profit, but the rest of the week, or the first half of the week, was profitable using this strategy alone. Although I don't use it alone because I can look for trades on the PM session. I don't have problem with that. I have time, right? Full-time trader. But the strategy ended up in profit for the week. Okay, and that's the most important part. So I believe that this right here is the end of this video. If you have any questions regarding this or any other concept, you can always DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.